Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be showing you how I make ogbono soup. This is a very simple soup recipe, but then some people usually experience a lot of issues with it. Either your ogbono does not draw or the soup does not turn out sweet. Keep watching to know how I make mine. These are the ingredients I'll be using for this soup. In here I have my already blended ogbono. This is Bayelsa ogbono. When you go to the market, you either buy Bayelsa or Ado ogbono. They are very good and they help make very thick ogbono soup, though they're a little bit more expensive. Then I have my fresh pepper, that's Habenero pepper. Then in here I have my crayfish, my smoked prawns, and then Okro, that's stockfish. They add a lot of flavor to this soup. I have Okpeyi and then seasoning cubes. Then I'll be using some smoked mackerel, goat meat, and then beef for this soup. I like the flavor of goat meat in my soup. Then I'll be using some palm oil and salt. Then for my vegetables, I'll be using ugu and okro. So that's just that. I'll go ahead and wash my stockfish and add it to my pot. Add my goat meat and then add the beef. The mackerel will come in later. Then I will season it with some salt and then some seasoning cubes as well. Then I'll add a blend of pepper and onion. Sorry I didn't show you the onions earlier. Then I'll cover it and steam it on low heat without water. So after a few minutes, the meat has produced some water by itself. So I'll go ahead and add some more water to this. This will help make the meat tastier. So I'll add water to allow it to cook properly. Then I'll cover the pot and allow it to cook till it is done. So while the meat is cooking, I'll go ahead and cut up my vegetables and prep the other ingredients. This is already washed ugu. I've previously washed my ugu. I don't like cutting up my vegetables before washing. I wash before I cut them. So I'll go ahead and cut up the rest of the ugu, and then I'll go ahead to grate my okro. I don't want it to be in big chunks just like in my okra soup. If you've seen my okra soup video, you see that I grate some and I cut up some. So I just want this one to be very tiny in the soup. I won't be seeing it as much. So the only veggies I want to be seeing is my ugu leaves. And now once I'm done, this is my okra, my ugu, the blended ogbono, crayfish and prawns already blended with the pepper, and then my deboned mackerel. So I'll check back on our meat and it has been boiling very well. So but our meat is not yet properly done. I want it very soft. So I'll cover it back and allow it to cook some more. And now it is properly cooked. I will add the smoked mackerel. I didn't add it earlier so it will not scatter. So I've deboned it and washed it, and I'm adding it to the pot now. So it will add its own flavor. So once that is done, I'll heat up a pot and then add some palm oil. I'm not bleaching this palm oil, I just want it to be hot. I'll add my ogbono and then go ahead to melt it very fast. I'll be doing this very fast so the ogbono does not fry. If your ogbono fries, it will not draw very well. So once I'm done melting the ogbono, I'll go ahead now to add my meat stock. So and then allow it to cook. So this is the rest of the meat stock. I'll also add some more water because this ogbono is very thick. So I added water, stirred everything and covered my pot. Some people say that if you cover your pot, your ogbono will not draw. Yeah, maybe I covered this one and it's still drawing. So once you just buy good ogbono, either Ado or Bayelsa ogbono, these two I'm very sure they are very thick. They make very thick ogbono soup. Your ogbono will draw. So once it has boiled, I'll be adding my blended pepper and the blended crayfish and prawns. The Okpeyi is also in the crayfish. So I blended everything and allowed it to boil. Once it has boiled, I'll go ahead to add the meat and the stockfish, the goat meat, the beef and the stockfish. Stir everything together and also cover my pots. I will be doing a lot of covering, and this ogbono will still draw. So I'll go ahead to adjust my seasoning cube, some salt, stir everything in and allow it to boil up some more. Then I'll be adding my grated okra. So I'll add that in and turn it very well so it will dissolve sort of, because it have started forming clumps. So I'll cover it and allow it to boil just for a minute or two. I'll turn it up and then I'll go ahead and add my ugu. This soup is very easy and straightforward. So I'll add my ugu and then turn everything very fast. I don't want this ugu to overcook. I'll go ahead to add back the smoked mackerel, stir everything together properly and then turn off the heat. I won't be covering this pot. I'll just cover it a bit so the vegetable will not overcook. So that is that. Our ogbono soup is ready. It is drying. The tips you need to know: don't fry your ogbono. That is just the main thing. If you buy good ogbono and you don't fry it, your ogbono will be thick. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you go ahead to make very delicious and thick ogbono soup now. See you guys in my next video and do not forget to subscribe. Bye.